Hello, Audio Drive X fans and friends. I'm here with another interview for the podcast, and today I'm interviewing Foreman and Co. With members Tom, Steve, and Matt. Hi, guys. Want to kind of tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you do?
All right, we're going to try and do this without talking over each other for a change. So we're Foreman and Co. We're based out of the Hawkesbury area, so we're downriver a bit from you guys, and we do sort of our own version of I guess you call it rock and roll, outlaw country, but more rock and roll. Like we kind of don't fit in a category. We're a little bit of that, two rock for country, two country for rock sort of thing, and we're real happy there.
Nice.
Good. Well, my name's Matt. I'm the guitarist for Foreman and Co, or one of the co-guitarists, I should say. It's great to be part of this band. We've been friends for 40 plus years now.
Yeah, since high school.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's nice to be together.
No one's been throttled yet.
Yeah. Give it time, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
I'm Steve. I'm the bass player in the band, and I can't really add much to what you guys said. You guys nailed it. Good for you guys.
Going to play in Hawkesbury, you got to have a bass player in the band.
That's right. Right. Nice. Cool. So I'm just gonna ask you some questions, so my audience kind of gets a feeling of who you guys are and what you're all about. So
Awesome.
who are
looking forward to it.
yeah. Who are some of your biggest influences?
Oh yeah, here we go. This is where the band's going to break up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Andrews, you go first. All right.
All right. Man, my biggest influence is, you know what? In growing up, I was really into the Cult, and I was really into Motley Crue.
Those are two pretty opposite ends.
Well, yeah, and you know what's interesting about that is I had friends like in both camps. You're absolutely right. Like we had the metal crowd and the alternative crowd, and I was able to weave back and forth between the two crowds without much issue. But like I said, that's who I listened to growing up, and I haven't really strayed too far from that. So when you listen to our music, the bass lines pretty much mimic what those bands were all about.
For sure.
Even his dance moves.
Yeah, he's my favorite dance. Yeah,
and he's got killer dance moves. I'm jealous.
My influences come a little bit different, even though we had a very similar taste in music, but I was leaned a little more to the progressive rock side. So as all my friends know, I'm a big Rush fan. So Alex Lifeson was always probably my biggest influence,
For sure.
guitar-wise. But there are many more as well. So many bands that I follow, and it's a big mash of all of them put together. So I'm a big fan of Canadiana, so anything from the hip and going back to 80s rock as well. And even today, so even new musicians that I hear of today or even from the past, I'm always picking pieces out of that and then adding it to my repertoire.
Wow, you take big words for you. $5.
You read the dictionary.
Yeah, exactly. Me read good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of eyes.
I know. I'm trying to place it because I could go with the.
Can I place it for you?
No, I don't want you placing anything near me.
Oh man.
Okay, so I grew up on kind of a pseudo farm, so I spent an awful lot of time in the barns shoveling out box stalls and cow pens. And my dad was a huge country and western fan, so we had an 8-track that dates it, made that ka-chunk sound. You put the cassettes in, and so I grew up through no will of my own, listening to a lot of old country. But my older brother came home when I was in grade 5 and he was in grade 8. He brought home AC/DC's Back in Black. And he was like, you got to hear this. And he put it on this cheap plastic turntable that we had. And I was just ripped in these two different directions. So on one side, I got the old country thing. And the other side, I got Malcolm Young just, That's where I'm at, and then you fill in the gaps in between. So I kind of got that whole rock country thing going on.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good variety from the three of you. You know,
I'm afraid of what Steve was going to say because, like I said, we've been.
Well, really quickly, I was just pretty much going to say what you said. I was going to say, you know what? Like, you were all about country and hard rock. You listened to what we listened to, you know,
Hard country.
and then, but you have always had that country element. But you know, quickly though, like when you went away to university,
I turned into a dick. I know.
you went away, you came back, and you'd be like passing me cassettes and go, gotta listen to this Dinosaur Jr. And
Dinosaur Jr.'s awesome.
I'd be like, what the hell is that? And you're like, you got to listen to this Wilco. And I'd be like, what the hell is that? Buffalo Tom. What the hell is it? Oh, dude, man. Here, listen to the new Skid Row album, Slave to the Grind. Come on.
that's awesome. That's a pretty good dynamic to have like that.
Yeah, it's very vast. It is vast.
Very vast.
Nice.
There were only 3
Okay.
to 5.
Yeah, get the other 2 in here.
What would be your dream venue to play at?
Wow.
That's a tough
Can we
question.
go back in time? Because the old Montreal Forum was wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Montreal Forum would definitely be a spot. Red Rock.
Red Rocks would be
That
pretty
would
cool.
be, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You know, play a venue that has more than 50 people right
Okay.
now. Would,
Okay, how about the Bronx Center? I'm gonna go with the Bronx Center.
Bronson Center.
Bronx
There you go.
Center.
yeah, that'd be a great venue to play. Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily a venue, but I wouldn't mind playing that music festival in Mattawa. The Voyager?
The Voyager.
Oh, yeah, Voyager Day is there. Yeah.
That'd be down.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I've never been there, but I heard that's quite the riot up there.
We're in.
Bring your own canoe.
Start the car.
This is a band that does like beer, so
Yeah, oh yeah. Nice. That's a good variety too. I always have that in the back of my mind too, the Red Rock, because
Yeah.
that's I remember one of my earliest memories growing up is seeing the video of the Moody Blues play there. And I was like, they were playing Knights in White Satin, I think, on
Wow.
that stage, and you see the background. I'm just like, that looks so awesome,
What a cool venue, though, right? And that just
right?
You got to give U2 credit. Lit all those fires on the side.
that's where I was going.
Yeah.
Then when
Yeah.
you, under a blood red sky, you see well, back in the day, the VHS.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm dating myself. Or, you'd watch the VHS. Like Sunday Bloody Sunday, man, and what a iconic venue. It's good
For
that
sure.
you pointed that out.
Yeah, that's
Only
so
this band can talk.
cool, guys. So what would each of you consider the most underrated album? Your what you consider would be your most underrated?
I gotta go get it.
From our okay.
Like just
Oh,
like
Are you going to bring up the LP, the new one?
what you
The new
consider
one was
doesn't
underrated.
get enough credit, I guess.
Like from us or from an actual
No, like
from a real band.
yeah, well, from real.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Wow, that's you know what? I'll tell you right now, mine was 7 Wishes by Night Ranger. I was a big
Oh.
Night Ranger fan in the 80s. That's a great album. Solid album.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've never really. I think I like 1 or 2 songs by them, but
Yeah, you probably heard like songs like Sister Christian.
yes,
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's a great album.
Wow.
Cool.
You're going nuts there, Tom.
No,
I
brought props.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, I got 2. All right. Great. One of the greatest Canadian bands, in my opinion, of all time. Spirit of the West, Tripping Up the Stairs
Oh, nice.
from 1986. Man, what a fantastic band! Totally stripped down arrangements, but all energy. But one of my all-time favorites is from newer. I think the album's about 10 years old. Marcus King band, before it was just Marcus King, Carolina Confessions. Man,
Okay.
cool. This album just came out of nowhere for me, and I was blown away. I mean, it sparked his career, no doubt about that. But the songwriting, the production of this record, the guitar playing, it's just second to none. So yeah, that's a personal favorite of mine.
Cool.
Totally underrated.
I thought he was going to pull out the Sharon, Lois, and Bram.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
I
gonna
know
lie.
that.
I had it.
I'm sure it's back.
It was that or Simple Minds Ghost Dancing. Okay, so
You know,
I actually have the Sheriff's Lewis and Brand one in my collection too.
There you go.
you see
Yeah.
a man of refined taste.
Yeah, yeah.
well, for me, I don't know if it's necessarily an underrated album, but I'm gonna have to go with Alice in Chains' Jar of Flies. I mean, that's an album that
That's yeah.
I listen to it a lot. It's
It's a popular album.
would you say it's popular?
Well, I don't know. I think it's a good choice. I like that album too. So you and I listened to it to death.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Yeah.
I was busy being a dick in those days, so I didn't listen to it.
Still not. No, it might not. It's not mainstream very much.
no, like you know, you don't hear it a lot on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, or-
No. But you know
Yeah.
what it is with that album? It's got like a pretty distinct like cover art. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
like, that's what every time I think of like an album like cover art, I'm like that's one of them that sticks out. Like
It's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know exactly who it is when you see it. I'm like
Yeah.
it is a good album though. I have that on my list.
Yeah. They took quite the left turn in their music. That's
Yeah.
from so heavy to something more low key, and just the harmony parts, which are amazing on it.
Yeah.
And then just the musicianship on it too is out of this world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just and you can almost hear the drugs, in Wayne's voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't say that like glorifying it or in a negative connotation, but like
Maybe his
the,
suffering.
the suffering. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
going. But like,
Yeah.
like he sings and you feel the pain,
Yeah.
and
It's like you hear the beer.
Yeah, precisely.
I just think it's a powerful album. Even if you're not a fan of grunge or hard rock or whatnot, it's an album I think everybody should give a listen to at least once.
sure.
If you want to hear something like,
Yeah.
I think everybody's music's authentic, but if you want to hear, somebody who's struggling with addiction and you want to hear what addiction sounds like, that's what it sounds like.
I don't see it that way. It's funny that you say that.
My cousin named her cat after me.
Really?
Yeah.
But another one, Jerry Cantrell, one of my influences as well. Great guitarist.
Nice. Yeah. Jerry Cantrell is pretty freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Awesome. What would be each one of yours guilty pleasure song? Something out of your ordinary that you listen to. I've had some interesting answers.
I'll go first. So he's going first on this one. This should be he'll set the bar for us.
This is going to out you guys as closet fans, just to tell you.
Sure. Wow. Where do I start? I've got so many guilty pleasures. There's not enough time in this podcast. Listen, I'm a big fan of Duran Duran. I love John Taylor's bass playing, and I think
You think it's cute too, right?
if I could look like anybody, it would either be Rob Lowe or John Taylor. But, that's so pretty much anything by Duran Duran's a guilty pleasure. I'm also a fan of disco. There, I said it. I can't believe it. You know what?
It's in your blood, man.
It's in my blood. Like
It's in your blood.
any disco song comes on, and like, man, my head can't stop bopping. I'm like, yeah, man, let's go.
He's a human mirror ball.
Yeah,
Takes off his clothes.
which is so odd, right? Like, because like I'm kind of like the metalhead guy of the band, but yeah, I've got a soft spot for disco.
There's meds for that now, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine. I can pinpoint right now. It's Kylie Minogue's "Can't Get You Out of My Mind."
Oh, just the
Love
video.
that song.
Gotcha.
That's not
What
bad.
about Belinda Carlisle?
Yeah, that too very good. But Kylie Minogue's "Can't."
Yeah.
That song takes it. That and ABBA's "Dancing Queen." Love that song.
ABBA.
Yeah.
Man, their bass player, I think his name was Gunnar or something, right? He was a Swedish guy, but like, yeah, the bass player for ABBA was amazing.
But in all honesty, with ABBA, I don't think there's like, especially people that have heard the song numerous times. How could you not hear that on the radio and not sing along?
Oh, I agree with
I mean,
you.
I get caught doing it too.
Absolutely. And if you can't dance, all of a sudden you know how.
That's right. Yeah.
Your legs have been freed.
It's like when Hartman tells Token he can play bass, and Token's like, "No, I can't."
Yeah, that's a good.
We're taking the left turn now.
Oh, okay. Guilty pleasure. Well,
Yeah.
I got nothing to compare with that, but I will tell you, guilty pleasure. Bruce Hornsby in the Range, that first album, and this is one of those things where a lot of friends of mine would never admit to it till it suddenly came out after a few beers. They'd be, I love that record, man. But specifically the song "Every Little Kiss," I can't think second or third track on the album. That's Gen X in a nutshell. You're going to find some Gen Xer sitting in his car bawling listening to that song. I mean, crying, not. Anyways,
I've always admitted I like Mandolin Rain.
Yeah, Mandolin Rain's great song. Bruce Hornsby in the Range, first record, man. Rest of it, not so much, but that one.
I do have a Bruce Hornsby vinyl as well, but I don't know. I'll have to check after and see
Man,
that one.
That first album, The Way It Is, great record, great lyrics. I mean, it's 80s production, so there's probably a hell of a lot of cocaine in the studio, but if you can muscle past that, man, great record.
Yeah.
I'll give a special shout out to Simple Minds too. Big fans.
Simple Minds.
Yeah. I'm just looking over at the record. I'm not distracted. It's sitting over there.
Awesome. Cool, guys. What would you guys consider to be the most influential event to happen for music? Like that one singular moment that kind of stood out.
Wow. Great question.
You're making us think, and we don't think very well.
Well, I can weigh in this one because I did think about this, and this is for me as a musician.
Yeah.
Because when I went away, then after high school with these guys, and I went off to Montreal, I ended up joining a band out of Glengarry County, a punk rock band, and I got a whole nother education in music. But it was sort of like you were allowed to suddenly you didn't need to be spectacular. You could play three chords with passion, and it would be great. And it felt like really insular, like it was this thing that we did. And I was bartending at Concordia University. That would have been 1990, and I had a little crappy black and white TV in the bar. It was like 4:00 in the afternoon, and like I can't remember the show. It was on CBC, and it was videos. And they opened with Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit" video, and I remember my jaw just about hit the table because we'd known all those bands. The band I was in had toured a bunch, played in those venues, and it was all like small bars and stuff. And all of a sudden, that music was people who looked like us, and it was mind blowing. It was a face melting thing. So oddly enough, it wasn't a live concert for me. It was all alone in that bar at 4 PM on probably a Monday, and seeing that video and going, "Holy crap, this is real!" And
so the video for Teen Spirit.
Yeah. Which I was never a massive Nirvana fan, but it was just like that. It was like, I get it when you see yourself represented somewhere. It kind of gives me empathy for other people's and things too. It's like just that moment. It was like, wow, blew me away.
For sure. I can see that.
For me, I remember as a teen seeing the US Festival, which was in 1983 in California. And seeing that, I guess it was a documentary a little later on television, but then seeing all these bands play. And I remember seeing Triumph play there, which was their introduction to the mainstream at that time. That I can remember, I was 14 years old or something. But I just remember seeing bands play that, and I'm like, I want to do that. Yeah. Like it was just a sea of people, and I remember that just stuck in my head. It's still there.
Nice.
For me, it's probably not a singular musical movement or event, by a band or anything like that. But I would have to say, as a kid, my mom would take me to department stores, and all the department stores had a little record kind of section. Like a People's or Continentals. And whatever. And so I can remember, being a little kid.
He's 22.
Way back when we had the lemon tree. I can remember seeing the Kiss Alive 2 album.
Ah.
And I was just like, what is this, you know? And I picked it up and studying, you know, and Gene Simmons' hair is all like sweaty and down on his face, and he's got the blood, and they're wearing the, you know, the face.
He started smearing it.
Yeah. And I was just like, I was enthralled with that. Like, and every time I did it, I was like, I need this album. I need this album. You know, Mom, buy me this. Of course, she'd never buy it for me, but, you know, and then seeing that movie, Kiss Me Phantom of the Dark.
Is that that's a seminal moment in your life?
It is so, because finally I could hear what the album was like, kind of like, you know, putting the faces like, oh man, that's the guys from the album that I really like. Man, this movie really sucks, but like, wow, I can't take my eyes away from it, you know? And
That's right, Star Child.
yeah, right. But and for me, it was Gene Simmons. Just Gene Simmons made me want to play an instrument, and that's where it all started for me. You know, no Gene Simmons, I wouldn't be here today.
Thank you, Gene, if you're listening.
How much money? Yeah, how much money do I mean?
Awesome, guys. Okay, what would you consider each of your 3 top albums of all time?
I'll order that.
Wow.
It's too bad you weren't asking concerts, because I have that one.
Did its homework on that.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, I'll tell you right now, my top album is Moving Pictures by Rush. My absolute favorite album. And I'm going to remember more later, but I'm sure.
I should have said that.
I should have said that, you know. And after that, probably Boston, the first album from Boston. So that's 2. Look at me count.
Yeah.
Matt uses the numbers.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You're, what was I at, 2?
Yeah.
I gotta go make a sandwich.
Yeah, that's really hard to narrow down to 3. So, wow, I'll just pick one. It's going to be probably AC/DC's Back in Black, just because of the, you know, the history of it and the time of the child. But, or no, actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Zeppelin 4.
Oh, really?
That's my number 3. And the reason being is I remember my dad came home, and it was in the late 70s, and he bought my brother and I a present, and it was Zeppelin 4 on cassette. He each went to the record store, and he asked the clerk, said, you know, what's the hottest album out right now? And the clerk handed him that, and he brought it home, and then my brother and I proceeded to listen to the first song, which was Black Dog, over and over and over without no else on the album.
Keep rewinding it.
I told my dad, said, hey, maybe you can listen to the second song, you know?
Yeah.
And then finally goes, yeah, so there's my top 3.
Nice.
It'll change in about 10 minutes. So I'll get you on that.
Yeah. Nice.
Come on, Fingers, you're up.
Easy. It's going to be Shout at the Devil.
Yeah.
And I said it's going to be easy. And now I'm like,
Poison.
oh, no.
Yeah, look what the cat dragged in.
Jump
Who loved that?
No. Yeah, the Cult's Love.
Warren's Cherry Pie.
Hi.
Yeah, Cult's Love. And Iron Maiden's Power Slave.
Ooh, good choice.
Nice.
That's respectable.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid top 3 right there.
Yeah. So when you get asked these questions, it's always like which Star Wars was better, and everyone's got to go. I got to be artsy and say Empire. So I'm going to say the albums that really resonated with me. Most definitely, The Clash's "London Calling," great record. AC/DC's "Highway to Hell." That, in terms of songs, songwriting, the package deal. Wow, great record. And the Tragically Hip, Up to Here.
Ooh, good one.
Okay. Nice. All solid pick.
I did my homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got notes.
I got notes.
Oh,
Crib
yeah.
sheets.
Nice, guys. Awesome. Well, that's all I got for questions, guys. Thanks for joining me on this interview.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So, for all my fans listening or watching out there, this is Foreman and Co. Tom, Steve, and Matt. Go check them out. where can we find your music?
Okay, we're just in the process of releasing a new record bit by bit. We spent most of last year working at Studio Beehive out in our area near Vankleek-Hill, Ontario. It's a great record. We're really proud of it. The record's called
grab it and shit.
actually grab it. It's called wait for it. Oh man, no, that's our overkill. Where'd it go?
So Jordan, while he's searching, tell us about you. What's
Oh, me?
who are your musical influences?
Yeah, I'd be interested in hearing
Musical
that.
influence? I don't know. I'm all over the place. The Cult is one of them for sure. They're one of my favorites. I really enjoy listening to them. I think they're one of the most underrated as well.
Yeah, I agree with you with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they get the recognition they deserve. I'm a big Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Deep Purple is another one.
Nice.
You know? I think Deep Purple kind of started the whole metal kind of thing. You know, I think they're kind of influential in that. Between them and Black Sabbath, kind of.
If you got to go back to Jim Marshall and say, I need a 300-watt Marshall amp, then you know you're doing something right.
I was gonna say, if I could have a fourth favorite album, it would probably be Animals. Actually,
Yeah.
Okay, because
Speaking of records, if you like those bands, Jordan, I think you're really going to enjoy this record. So it's Greetings from Atomic City, and this actually got named from our trip up to Deep River a couple of years ago.
Oh, nice.
So this is the whole album isn't released yet. It's coming out bit by bit, but you can find the band on Spotify. We're pushing our first single called Another Redneck Wedding. We just shot a video a few weeks back for it.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Check it out.
You can go to foremanandco.com and find all of our stuff there. We're definitely on Spotify. That's getting pushed hard right now. Apple Music. We're kind of all over the place. Instagram. Love seeing that hit counter go up. It soothes the soul a little bit.
Nice. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks again. And, thanks for doing this interview. It's been
thanks for having us.
Pleasure. Pleasure getting to know you guys.
Anytime you want to talk about guilty pleasures, give us a call because
we'll go on for hours.
We'll go on for hours.
Talk your ears off.
Right on. Right on, guys.
All right, thanks, man. We appreciate you having us.
Yeah. No problem.